Starting now.
Good morning, esteemed judges and fellow debaters. I am the first speaker of the proposition. We the proposition strongly believe that the development of AI should be regulated. To begin with, autonomous weapons are posing an immense peril to society. This as AI has no concept of values unless they are speculate that.
Starting now.
Our lives dramatically. However, is it really our friendly coworker or a dark dress slowly eroding humanity? Mr. and Mrs. Speaker and fellow debaters, welcome to this debate under the motion, AI's development should be limited. I, as the leader of opposition, would now like to describe the status quo and present our arguments. In the status quo, AI is used for a variety of everyday implementations. Amid the field going by leaps and bounds, it has been controversial about the development of AI.
In this process, there is a risk of discrimination. Data sets disproportionately represent lower members of the society, and flagrant discrimination is likely. The decisions are based on biased historical decisions, which make blatant discrimination. Also, the opaque nature of the system reinforces biases.
Dawn, are you ready to present your argument? Are you ready to present your first rebuttal?
Artificial intelligence development should be limited, does not fully appreciate the potential benefits associated with AI. As you've heard from the first speaker of the proposition side, they have mentioned that AI can be weaponized. However, this is simply not the case because ethical and legal frameworks are in place to prevent the weaponization of AI. Governments and international organizations are actively working on regulation and agreements to restrict the use of AI in harmful ways. And for example, the United Nations Convention on Certain Conventional Weapons is an international treaty that discusses the use of lethal autonomous weapon systems, gases and water, reducing the carbon dioxide. Furthermore, AI helps manage renewable energy sources like wind and solar power systems more systemically by predicting energy production and demand.
Present your second rebuttal.
Possibility of artificial intelligence being too intelligent. Many experts say that AI may exceed human intelligence. For example, Oxford University team has warned that such extreme intelligences are not easy to control.
Studies or data that validate their claims.
Could you repeat that?
Are there any empirical studies or data that validate your claims? Examples and researches about that?
It's from the Oxford University team has done research about these dangers
And starting now.
If you want to go quickly, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. Artificial intelligence and humans will solve society's biggest challenges by working together. Mr. and Mrs. Speakers and fellow debaters, I, as the third speaker of the opposition side, would now like to rebut to the government side and support this house. The government side's main argument is about the risk of weaponized AI. However, I want to ask you, Mr. and Mrs. Speaker, why is it that nation states are seeking weapons of war? Why is it that we have the kind of instability built into the way the world is ordered? These are questions that are much harder to solve, and because of that, many policymakers would much rather blame it on tech and focus the conversation just on the technology. A hammer can be used to bash someone's skull in, or it can be used to build a house. AI is the most powerful hammer of them all.
And starting now.
And lastly, we have to act quickly. In this process, it is likely to fail. And however, the motion is about AI's development, and we can develop AI while regulating some of the possibilities. Right? You are just saying that we should just stop AI's development. How do you think about that? No, by regulation I do not mean stopping it completely. It's just regulating how much we should develop it in related.
1 minute starting now. 3 minutes to present starting now. Just
speakers and fellow debaters, regarding the motion that this House believes that AI's development should be limited due to social stability. As the rebel speaker of the opposition, I would like to bring up the reason first. Firstly, they have mentioned about the weaponizations of AI. They have mentioned that AI can be used in weapons. However, the first intention of AI was not to be a weapon. This also means that this weaponization of AI is a problem of humans. So we can solve this by making agreements with other countries. Also, they have mentioned that AI can go out of control. However, this is a too far story. Continue and give enough chances for them to get a new job. Mr. Speakers and fellow debaters, the words dominance and dominant are different words.
2 minutes to prepare your closing statement. 2 minutes starting now.
Mr. and Mrs. Speaker and fellow debaters, I'm the final speaker of the opposition. We use countless types of technology during our lives, and AI is also a part of that. It's the fact that the use of the technology by humans could cause diverse problems.
We, the proposition, assert that the development of artificial intelligence should be regulated. We have successfully proven a stance based on the following reasons. Autonomous weapons pose great danger to society, and AI can be used for criminal purposes. Just imagine that the development of artificial intelligence is regulated and develops at an unimaginable speed. The development of autonomous weapons will lead to more violent conflicts. The proliferation of autonomous weapons will lead to many problems which can lower the barriers to conflict as